Thanksgiving, everybody. I wish I had my glasses on so I could see better. Good morning, Nathan, Lace, Giovanni. Good morning, Johnny. Getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to our God frequencies over here today. Holiday, and I don't have to work. I'm gonna go have dinner with some clients, spend the day with my daughter and her boyfriend. I'm super excited. Let me know if you cannot hear me. So I put the link in the comments for this frequency music. You can tap in, tune in, and turn on our God frequencies. Joining me. If you guys are new to this channel, I'm a personal trainer, meditation mentor, and mind master. So if you're into mind mastery and you're looking to change the program that is repeating in your head and showing out in your life, this is the page. Frequencies and how frequencies matter. The frequencies that you're putting out is the matter that is in your life. So, honing in on your frequencies and getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your God frequency first thing in the morning will set your entire day. And with repetition and dedication and discipline, it will change your entire life. So this morning we're getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to our God frequencies. Now, if these frequencies are irritating to you, it's because it's not the right frequency for you. Go find one that is. Go find one that makes you feel good inside when you listen. To something that is causing you angst, that's not good. Go find something else. This is not for you right now. And of course, as soon as I turn on my frequency music, my cat wants to come in. Come on. Today's a great day to be alive. It's the first day of the rest of your life. You guys be sure to share this with somebody that is on your page. There's somebody on your timeline that needs to know what I know. There's too many people suffering out in this world. There's too many people that need answers. There's too many people that are beginning to awaken, and they need the tools to be able to heal and transmute all of their negative energy. And they need what I have. They need what I teach. So be sure to like this and share this. settle in. Everything is falling into perfect formation. Everything is aligning perfectly in our lives. We are showing up for ourselves. We are speaking up when we need to. We are staying in alignment with our highest frequencies. We are not allowing the outside world to dictate how we're going to be or feel. And anything that comes in that causes friction, we observe and allow it to pass. I am on my highest path of existence. Everything I touch brings fruition. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for coming in here today and surrounding us with your Holy Spirit. Thank you for lifting out all the inequity in our life and replacing it with solitude, love, and understanding. The things that we are seeking us. And every day we get up to push back, breakthroughs happen, and they bring fruition into our lives. They bring abundance into our lives. I am grounded. I am centered in my frequencies, and good things are taking place in my life. I am equipped with the tools that I need to be successful. Day my discipline pays off tenfold. I release anything that is no longer serving me, and I allow it to leave gracefully. I do not hold on to the things that are leaving my life. I simply allow them to leave. I embrace the suck, and then I level up. Leaving our lives is God's way of showing us that we have surpassed that exchange, and we are putting into alignment with the things that make us better. I am using UV lamps from our red light therapy. Red light therapy is something that helps equalize our system. All day long we go along, we're looking at computers, phones with the blue light, and that damages our eyes. So when we get in front of the red light, that counteracts that, and that rebuilds cells in our eyes. And I don't know about you, but my eyes have gotten really bad over the past few years doing so much computer work and social media, looking at the phones all the time. Our eyes, or at least my eyes, I know other people too who have eye problems now. And so red light therapy is really good for your eyes. So go get yourself a plant grow light that has the LED red and blue lights. And when you meditate in the morning or late at night, turn those on and get you some red light therapy going on. Red light therapy is amazing for your your eye system. It's really good for your brain health, and it counteracts the blue light LED lights that we're under all day long. So it counteracts everything that we're subjected to through the day, healing us and bringing balance. They're really cheap. You can get one for like 19 bucks. But I highly recommend it. And I was using it because I brought my garden inside this year, and so I'm growing my peppers still, and that's about it. Basil, and then of course my dragon's blood plant. So I'm still growing that stuff inside, and I bought this red light to so I could grow my plants inside this year. And then I ran across the red light therapy, because the algorithms pick up our environment. And so they subjected me into the Happy Thanksgiving, the red light therapy. So now I use my grow lights that I'm using for my inside garden to help heal and to counteract the blue light that we're subjected to all day through LED. So we're getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on in here this morning. Allow these frequencies to move through your body. Allow these frequencies to move through their system. So we're just waking up in here this morning. Today I'm going to be going and hanging out with one of my clients and their families, and we're just going to go to Shoney's and have dinner. And my daughter and her boyfriend are coming, and it's going to be a good day. So usually I work every day. A few weeks ago I managed to start getting one day off a week, and now this week I have 2 days off, so I'm super stoked about that. Usually I'm always working and trying to get caught up on my truck payment. I got behind, and now I'm getting caught up. I'm super excited. And hopefully in December, I'll be able to go to Myrtle Beach. So for Christmas, that's my plan. Even just to go there for a couple days. Or possibly maybe Destin. Or Clearwater. But somewhere I'm going to a beach. So I'm just trying to get everything aligned so I can have enough time off of work to be able to go and enjoy the beach. So come in, breathe deep. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, we're going to do a 5, 7, 8 cadence. So you're going to breathe in for 5 seconds, you're going to hold it for 7, and then you're going to release and breathe out in a controlled breathing pattern through your upper diaphragm for 8 seconds. This is going to activate a serotonin release in your brain, and this is going to cause a happy feeling in your brain this morning. So welcome to my morning. Thank you for joining me for Wake Up with Tracy. And so we're going to start our cadence. I'm here. David, join in with me. Follow along. So this morning, we're waking up. We're getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to our God frequencies. Everybody, welcome. Come on in. Get settled. Be sure to like, share, comment on this. It's much appreciated. Share this because somebody on your timeline needs this healing. If you guys want to sign up for sessions, I do one-on-one sessions for energy healing, meditation, therapy, to be able to get you tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your God frequencies. We are in a place of healing. Welcome to my channel. So this morning we're going to start out Otherwise, you need to go through the process of proof of life. So, join me now. If you're in here to heal, welcome. If you're not, you're going to get some of it anyway. So, join me now. We're going to breathe in for 5. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, breathe in for 5. Hold for 7. Release for 8. So now you got it. You guys join me. Breathe in for 5. Release. 7, 8. Breathe in for 5. Breathe in. Release. Breathe in for 5. Release. Breathe in for 5. Release. Breathe in for 5. Hold for 7. Release for 8. Breathe in for 5. Time. Release. Anybody feeling a little dizzy? If you're noticing that in different parts of your body, that's different activation centers that it is activating to awaken your system. So breathing exercises are a game changer if you're dealing with anxiety, CPTSD, if you have panic attacks. These breathing sequences release natural serotonin in our brain, which makes us feel happy. So if you can grasp these things and understand them, then you will be able to heal yourself and naturally feel that happiness, that release and excitement, that you feel. I'm not going to be joining anybody this morning for any other lives. I really do appreciate you guys for the invitation. I'm mainly focused on getting centered and helping other people to do that first thing in the morning. So as I get more comfortable coming in here with you guys, I may join a few of you for some other live sessions as well. So, but for now, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing it for me because I'm new at this and I'm just kind of getting the hang of it as far as coming on live and being more presentable and accessible. I have been on this healing journey for about 8 years. Everything that I know I have applied to heal my own life. I lived in a state of destitution for about 13 years, and I had finally just had it, and I decided that my daughter needed better, and I did not want her to live in an environment where two adults were fighting all the time and just at each other, and I felt like financially I could provide more and that I could give her a happy life. And so that's when I left my ex and started on my healing journey. And so I have applied all these things to bring me out of a state of destitution. We lived in North Dakota at the time, and I was walking in the cold, sleeping on the floor, didn't have anything. And, since then I had grew a 6-figure cleaning business in Wyoming, and I did that for about 6 years, and then I moved down here to Tennessee because my daughter needed to be close to her dad, and now I'm starting over. I've been down here for about 2 years now. This will be my 2nd year this December, and it's been rough. So I'm a full-time camper, and I am building an off-grid healing retreat. And so that's where I'm at now. I'm in the in-between dimensions. I've outgrown my old life, and I'm stepping into my new life. So I've been working towards these goals non-stop for 8 years. And I don't seek help, or I've asked for help, I just haven't gotten any. And so I've had to learn to do it myself. I've had to learn to show up for myself. I've had to learn to bring myself out of a very negative situation. I've had to, grow that great business, and then I had to leave that and everything there again behind to come down here and start over. So now I'm financially getting to a place where I'm okay again, and there's some major things happening. My daughter's starting her life. She's 18 now, and so I'm trying to get her set up for that, and hopefully by the end of this next year I will have land. That's the goal. I want to have land within the next 6 months. And so that's what I'm looking at doing. And if there's anybody out there that would like to help me reach these goals, that would be fabulous. I'm looking for land in East Tennessee, closer to the North Carolina border. And I'll be looking for like-minded people to help me get that property going for an off-grid healing retreat. So for poor people, it's not for rich people. It's for people who are poor. Who need the spa experience. And the reason why I've done it like this is because if we as healers, I'm going to turn this down, if we as healers are going to heal this world, why are so many of you only offering your services to rich people who can afford what you have to offer for your healing service? And I get it. You got to pay bills. You have things that you need to do. You want to travel the world. But are you really in it for the right reasons? I mean, if we're going to actually raise the collective consciousness, shouldn't we start at the bottom? If we're going to raise the collective consciousness, isn't it that last link that we need to help heal in order to raise up the whole collective, to change the actual paradigm and bring heaven to earth? So why are so many of you healers only going after the rich people? It's not the rich that need healing. They already have their crap in order. They already know how to manifest with their dreams. They already know how to manifest all that stuff. They already know how to connect. They already know how to get tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. So why are we only wanting to heal the rich? Why are we only wanting to get the clients that have all the money that can pay us so we can make $10,000 a month? I want to make $10,000 a month too. And I have been working relentlessly, day and night. Day and night. You ask anyone I know. Anyone that I know that knows me will tell you I'm a force to reckon with, and I am the hardest worker that they know. Because I'm always working. I'm working toward my goals. And so I want to heal the poor. I want the poor people to have the rich man's experience. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because we cannot raise the collective consciousness until we can teach the poor people how to think differently. Because poor people have gone through their indoctrination program with their ancestral trauma and all the ancestral things that get passed down line upon line. And they're just stuck dealing with that, and they think that's all there is. This is life. This is what it is. We just have to accept it. There's nothing more. This is my lot in life. I'm just going to be poor, and I don't deserve any more. And so in order to heal this world, those are the people that we need to go to try and get to heal, to choose their healing. It's the poor people that need to be raised up. It's the poor people that have been, that have that lack mindset. You know, maybe they've been abused, or they've been in situations where they believe what the world has told them, and that they're, you know, losers or no good, or whatever they've been told their whole lives. We are all told something that keeps us from our destiny. And some of us are able to overcome those things. We're able to move on with our life, and we're able to adapt and overcome. But there's some people that think that that's it, that their lowest bottom that they've experienced in life, and that's it, that's all there is. And then they get stuck in that pattern, and they get stuck in that routine, and they get stuck in that thought process, that indoctrination that has broken them. And that's what I'm for. I was put on this planet to help teach the poor people how to think like rich people, how to find God, how to find their home frequencies, how to get tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, and then how to transmute all that negativity in their life so they can break through all of the ancestral trauma, so they can break through all of the curses that have been put on their family lineage that have put them in that poor place. And so I really want to challenge the healing community out there. What are you in it for? Are you in it to make money, to heal the rich? Or are you actually in it to raise the collective consciousness? Are you actually in it to reach back for the weakest link now that you've made it to where you are? Or are you just going after all the rich man's wallets? Because that's not real healing. That's not what a real healer does. And I get really sick and tired of seeing all these people that adopt all of this love and light language, and they've not done any of the shadow work to earn it. They try and do a bypass. And because they know the right things to say, and they've been indoctrinated their whole life, so the algorithms love them, they promote them. And then they have millions of followers or hundreds of thousands of followers, and all they care about is the rich people. They don't care about any of the poor people. They don't care about the people that are struggling just to put food on their table, that think that that's it. That think that, okay, well, it's the 16th of the month. It's time to go stand in the bread line. Or, you know what, I'm not going to go to the doctor because I can't afford it. And so then they die. And I would like to challenge anyone who is in the spiritual journey that claims that they are a healer, a therapist, anyone who feels like they are superior through their credentials and their training. If you're only in it to get the money from the rich people, you are not a true healer. You are not somebody that has the right frame of mind to be able to heal the broken in this world. Because all you want is the money. All you want is the rich people. You want the people that can put the money in your pockets, and that's not a healer. That's a fake. That's fakery. That's what that is. It's fakery. So, and I get on this rant, as I don't want to get off a topic, but I get on these rants about this kind of stuff because it's infuriating to me to have to put in all this work. And I know the work that I've done. I've been through the dark night of the soul. I have been separated and single alone for 8 years. Every single one of you have a best friend or a brother or a parent or a cousin or someone that you can call or text one time a day. And I don't. And that's okay. It's not a poor me. It's not a woe is me. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is God has separated me. God has moved all of the people out of my life. People, places, and things. Family, friends. And has separated me. I've been alone. Completely. For 8 years. And so when I see these people, because I've been doing the work, physically I lost 130 pounds. Mentally, I've lost 1 million pounds. And so now I'm here to teach others how to get that. And unfortunately, poor people aren't going to get me the freedom that I want. Okay, but they will get the freedom that they deserve. Because we all deserve to be free. We all deserve to live and feel accomplished, heard, understood, and we deserve to feel free. Whatever that is for each of us. And so if you are a healer, if you are a meditation coach, if you're a spiritual practitioner, I am going to challenge you to go after the poor clients. Go help someone that is poor and cannot afford your services. Go help somebody who is on your payment program and they're killing themselves just to make that payment. Okay, go focus on those ones. Don't focus on the ones, and of course everybody's important. Everybody deserves a healing if that is what they want. And if you can pay for it, then by all means, I think that that's great. More power to you. But that's not what this little rant that I've gotten on is about. It's about challenging the people who claim to be the healers to go find the people that need the healing and not the people that have the money. Truly, the people that are poor. Truly, go to a homeless shelter and help those people heal. Go help a homeless person that is living on the side of the road, sleeping on the concrete ground, with everything that they own in a little bag, and go help those people heal. Go help the people that have to stand in the bread lines. Help those people heal. Go help the addicts that are strung out on meth or pills, that are shooting up. Go help those people first. The people that cannot afford it. Can they afford their drugs? Yeah, they can afford their drugs. That's their mindset. Help them. Help them see a different way. Show them the way out. Show them a way to their freedom. Because that's what I'm all about. I will show you to your freedom. I do energy healing sessions. Good morning. Good morning, Alan. Come on in. I do energy healing sessions. I do meditation sessions. I do personal training training sessions, so I'm all about mind, body, and soul. And I offer those services for free to a lot of people. And I volunteer my services for free to a lot of people. Because I am a firm believer that the people that cannot afford the therapy or the healing are the ones that need it the most. Okay? They are the ones that need it the most. And so I have designed a program, and I am looking for help to activate and launch this so that we can provide healing for the poor. You see all these things, that big deal with the Campbell's soup where they're putting the 3D printed meat and vegetables in the soups. And they say, it's for poor people. I mean, that's what, was it the CEO of Campbell said? So now they're trying to kill off the poor people. Let's try and heal the poor people. Let's try and throw the poor people a bone. How about we give the poor people an opportunity and the tools that they need to thrive and become rich. And I want to challenge every single therapist, every single healer, every single psychic, every single card reader, every single person out there, witch, whatever you want to call yourself, pastor, whoever you are. I want to challenge you to go help the poor people. I want to challenge you to go help somebody that doesn't have anything in it for you. No money, no nothing. Go help that person. And don't put it on your camera. Don't record it live. Don't record what you're doing. Just go help them. That's another thing in the healing community. They want to heal people, then they want to put it on the camera and go put it online, so that they can build credibility. Well, I don't do that. You know how many people that have come to me and called me and been like, hey, I need help? Quite a few people, because all the people that go around talking trash and lying about me, throwing shade on my name, they always call for help. Because they know I'm solid and know I show up, and they know that I offer grace and forgiveness. I will also put a bitch in their place. But they know that they can call. They know that they can call me, and I will wake up in the middle of the night, and I will go help them not OD on their drug. They know that they can call me when they're deadbeat broke, and they're about ready to lose their life. They know that they can depend on me. I give them money. I give the poor people money. I don't expect them to pay me. I volunteer my services, and I would love to be able to get paid. I'm absolutely worth it, 110%. And I deserve to get paid. But that's not what it's about. It's about helping raise the conscious evolution of this world. And it's also about helping people find their own God frequency and to come to know God in its true form. Why do all the rich people want the poor people gone? Why are they poisoning their food? Why are they poisoning the air? Because they consider most of the population goyim. That's what they consider us. They consider us goyim, which is scum of the earth. Well, I don't think of poor people that way. I don't think of poor people that way. I think of poor people as a rich person in a poor man's meat suit. Because once you activate your thought process and once you grasp on to the positive things that are within you, and you start to focus on those things, then that is when you bring the rich man out of the poor man. And when we can start getting people to believe in themselves and stop believing all the lies that all the loser haters have told them all their life, because we all have them. And the only difference between them and us is they believe the lies. They believe the crappy people in their life that have put them where they are. And yes, we all make our choices to put us where we are, but let's be honest about that. How many times have we had to just eat and accept the things that are in our life? And they were not our choice, and we just had to go through it because of someone else's incapability to be a decent person or an honest person. Or how about those friends that are supposed to be friends and they're just jealous, so they're constantly competing against you? And I believed it for so long. And I allowed the world to break me down. So much so, swallowing a bullet seemed more appetizing than waking up to take another breath. And I had that mindset for 13 years. And I was able to change that. I come from a very well-rounded family, according to this world. When are the healers going to start doing their jobs and, actually helping the poor people and showing them another way? I've had people stranded in other states, homeless, calling out of nowhere. Haven't heard from them in 5 years. And they call me up and they're like, hey, I'm homeless and stranded with my 3 kids. Could you please help me? I've been here for 2 weeks. I've done everything I had. I've called everybody I know. I just don't know what to do. This was an ex-employee of mine. And so I sent her $500 so that she could get a rental car and her babies could get all the way down to Jackson, Mississippi. And she was stuck in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I've had other employees, I've had other acquaintances, other friends that have called me at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, ready to commit suicide. None of their other friends will call that they betrayed me for. And I still show up, and I still do what I know a good friend and a good person would do. Because I love helping people. I love showing people the way, the truth, and the life, which we all can have. That's my passion. And I think that poor people are so targeted and left out at the same time. They're targeted by being left out. They're targeted by getting the 3D print in their soup. Good morning, Josie. Good morning, Rich. Good morning, Eileen. Good morning, Richard. I don't want to mess that one up. I will take a look at it at your account, and if you're not a fake person, I'll be happy to follow you. So, but I'll have to look it up and just check it out. So, thank you guys for coming in here this morning. We're getting tapped into and turn on our God frequencies. Breath work is such a game changer. So we did a little bit of breath work in here. We had a little conversation about helping the poor people. And Good morning. Good morning, Kiki. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys have followed me in my live, I will go back and follow you as long as you're a real person. So if you look like you have a fake profile, I probably won't follow it. I stalked, harassed, and tracked way too much for that shit. So I'm going to use my discernment skills. And if you are a real person but you look like you have a fake profile, be sure to you can send me a DM. We can do a proof of life video chat to prove that you are who you are. Okay, that's the other alternative here. So, thank you guys very much. You know what? Even poor people deserve to be happy. Even poor people deserve the tools that the rich people have. And so my goal and my mission is to build an off-grid healing retreat for poor people so that they can get the rich man's experience and heal finally, because we all need the healing. We all deserve to be healed. We all deserve to be loved. We all deserve to be understood. We all deserve to be happy. Every single one of us. So, and that's what I'm here to give you. I'm here to unlock the doors to your freedom. I teach meditation, energy healing. I can see things about you and your blocks for your life and help you navigate through those areas and unlock those doors and find real solutions that you can apply to your life every single day. But the main thing and my main motto is reset your script. If you change the story that you're telling the world about your life will change. So if going around and stop saying I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, start saying I have every single thing that I need right now. I am showing up for myself. I am speaking my truth. It's okay for me to disagree with somebody. That does not make me less than. It's okay for me to be upset and angry about something, but I am going to handle it appropriately so that I don't cause anyone else harm. So I'll be right back. I have to go potty. And I have a old bladder. I'll be right back. You see my Kona? Say hi, Kona. You guys didn't get to see my Kona. I put that puzzle piece thing up there for me to do. There's my Kona. Say hi, Kona. He's such a big boy. Yeah. Here's my baby. Okay, come on, you gotta move. Move! Okay. It's a good day to have a good day, right? I feel much better now. So, sorry about my mess. I'm really excited. You know, every year, pretty much for the past 8 years, I've been alone for the holidays, every holiday, even my birthday. And this year was the first year where I'm actually going to have company, so I feel really excited about that. Lon, hello. I think I've seen you before. Well, good. You guys come on in and get settled in. Today my life's been a little bit longer than normal. I tend to go about an hour on my live sessions, so I've just entered a reward program, and I don't know which one it is, but it's for going live and for talking about going live in my lives. So I just want to encourage, because I know that there's somebody out there that has been holding back, and every time you get ready to go make a live, you're like, oh, nobody wants to hear this, and then you shut yourself down and you never go make the live. Or you have a skill that you've been excited about showing people, you're just afraid to turn on that camera and hit the record. Somebody out there needs what you have. God gives us what we need, and when we feel that pressurization within ourselves, that's the pressure of God saying, do it. Just do it. You can do it broke, you can do it alone, you can do it busted, you can do it depressed, you can do it angry, you can do whatever it is, but just do it. Just make that video go live one time. Say what you gotta say. Say it stuttering. But just do it. Hit that live button and go live. There's somebody out there that needs what you have. And the more times you go live, the more you're going to attract your tribe and the people that are for you.
Let's get fiscal. Lesson 2, credit card combat.
So
Getting your finances together? Learn to master your money with Credit Karma today for a stronger tomorrow.
And eventually the right
Defend
people
yourself
will
against
come.
generic advice
And you're always
and
going to have
one-size-fits-all
haters. You're always going to have
Credit
people
Karma
that
gathers
are
offers from
miserable
trusted
with their
partners,
own
helping you
life, and
quickly
they just
gain
want to
down the
come
cards
and
and loans that are
squash
right
you.
for you, so you
And
can
you
build
just
those money
block those
muscles.
people.
Harness
I
the
offer them
power
my
of Credit
services
Karma
first,
today to
and
win
then
your
I block
financial
them.
future tomorrow.
Because we all have a choice, and I would like to provide people with an opportunity to exercise their free will for something productive.
Stuff their stockings with a delicious treat.
Looks like we're being
And special
subjected to
edition holiday
indoctrinated
toy.
commercials right now.
Kinder Joy. Open a world of surprise.
So, how many of you in here watch regular TV programming still? I'm just kind of curious. So, where do you think that you've seen me at, Lou? Lon R. Where have you seen me before, do you think? And I don't know if I've seen you because you don't have a face. Good morning, David. You guys allow these frequencies to move through your body. Do breathing rhythm cadences. Think positive thoughts. Everything is always working out for us, even if it seems like it's not. The world could be against you. Your bank account could be in the negative. All your bills could be behind. And everything is still working out for you. And if you keep focused on the promise and keep disciplined, that's the key. Discipline is the key. Showing up for yourself. Everything will fall into alignment. And everything that is supposed to leave your life will be removed. People, places, and things. And everything that is meant to be in your life will come into your life. And so anytime somebody insults me or throws shade or is just a shitty person, I know that that's just God removing somebody from my life, and I allow them to leave. I don't hold on. I don't beg them to stay. I don't expect them to change because they've already proven that they're incapable of those things. So I allow people to be who they are, and I understand that somebody being crappy to me has nothing to do with me, and it's none of my business. That's a reflection of who they are. and they're so miserable in their life, and they hate themselves so much that they feel the need to go out and target other people, or to harass other people, or to stalk other people, or just to throw shade on other people. That's their whole essence. And I'm kind of proud of myself for not being that person that feels like they have to retaliate against them. Because that's true power. When somebody rises against you and you don't give them back the same energy they're giving you, and it's taken me a long time to do, and sometimes I'm better than others, but that's true power. And all those people are doing is making you stronger. And I know that that really is kind of crappy to hear, you know, because we don't want to be made stronger. We just want to enjoy life, right? We just want to be happy. We just want to not have a bunch of idiots trying to mess with us. But just take it as confirmation. If somebody is going out of their way, trying to grow a squad of people against you, let that be your confirmation that you're a total badass. And they need all those people just to try and break you down. They can't do it on their own because they know they're too weak. So they got to go promote other people. That's how you know you're a badass. That's how you know your strength and your power. And let that be your confirmation that you're being separated from the mire. Because right now in this world, we're going on two different paths. And every single day, every single time we interact, every single time we go out into the world, or maybe we just sit at home, but every single day we're choosing which path we're taking. And either you're working it out for yourself, and you're working it out, and you're trudging, and you're going uphill, and you're working on your mission, or you are of the world, and you're allowing to be ran by the world. You're allowing your indoctrination to be made true. Because whether we believe in it or not, we're each making choices every day that are taking us to a higher path or to a lower path of existence. And as people try and hate you, stalk you, make fake profiles against you, track you, mess with your stuff digitally, that is confirmation. And it used to depress me. It used to take me out. I used to be depressed for days. I used to not even go out of my house. There was one period of time where I only left my house one time every 2 weeks for 2.5 years. And I left one time every 2 weeks to go to the store and get groceries and go back home, and that was it. And I didn't talk to a single soul. Because I allowed the madness to be my anchor. Instead of keeping on, doing what I knew, I allowed the lies. I allowed all the hate. I allowed all of those lower vibing entities to take root. And then I was standing in bread lines. I thought that's all there was for me. And there's more to life than that. There's more to life than what the people who are against you say about you. There is more to life than living up to those promises, those curses. We get to decide who and what we are, not the world around us. And although they may gain all these people who don't have a clue of who you are, other NPCs or flying monkeys, to believe them But that is just more confirmation for you. And as soon as you start stepping into your power, as soon as you start stepping into your divine calling, as soon as you start rising up to be who God meant you to be, standing up for yourself, saying no more, you're not going to talk to me that way, you're not going to disrespect me that way, or you could just not have me in your life. Okay, big deal, who cares? Yeah, who cares? That's right, bye. Hasta la vista, baby. Let me open the door for you. And don't let the good Lord, the door hit you or the good Lord split you. You choose. You choose whether or not the people that are going against you are going to win or whether you're going to win. And you show up for yourself every single day. And first thing in the morning, and this is a game changer, this is not to be taken lightly, and so many people claim to know this knowledge and they don't even apply this shit. They just wake up every day and go through their catastrophic life. And I'm telling you, if you're smart, you'll listen. You wake up in the morning, get tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your God frequencies. Allow God to come to you and stay in the moment. Don't go to your problems, which are in the past. Don't project into your future any negativity. Get in the moment. Turn on frequencies. Turn on the positive affirmations. Open up your Bible and read. And allow the Holy Spirit to move through your energetic fields, bringing you closer to it, getting you tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your God frequencies. And if you do this with discipline every single day, in 30 days, the brain synapses in your mind will work differently and you will automatically think differently. Okay, the key to breaking the indoctrination chain that has been put over every single one of us is to reprogram our own program. And I can't tell you what your program should be. I can only offer you tools that I've used to change my own program and to reprogram my own mind and to reprogram my own system, because I believed every single hater out there. And I lost the best years of my life. I am 52 now. So if you're younger than me and you're at this point in your life, you're already one step ahead of where I was. And by jumping on this train and getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your God frequencies is biblical knowledge in application. People say, oh, what do you walk the talk? Yeah, I walk my talk. And believe me, there have been dozens of people that have tried to come up and show me what I'm not, only to find out I am exactly my walk and my talk. They match. And I don't pretend to be love and light. I will absolutely lower the fucking boom if it is needed. But I come every day to get tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. And when I'm not on my lives, that's what I'm doing. I meditate and I pray and I get my mind right for the day. Get my mind right for the day, and I just allow the Holy Spirit to move through me. And I feel such a sense of peace in my heart now, where before it was destitution. For 13 years, I woke up every day with the state of destitution in my mind. And going through that process of having to be my own lawyer after my son was kidnapped. was the hardest thing I ever went through. And I still had to be a mother for my daughter. And if she were not born, I would be dead. She is my saving grace. And God knew that. God knew that I would have ended it all. And I had more. Had I ended that, I wouldn't be able to come here and share this with you, which is my healing journey, which is how I healed that. And I brought myself out of a 13-year state of destitution. And because, as a small young girl, I was in the system, the first group home I ever went to, I was 14 years old because I was 5 minutes late. And the cops in the car said, this is not normal. Most parents don't do this to their kids. Just know this. And then I spent a 30-day stint in a group home with strange people. And so going to, living that whole time until you become an adult and you have to talk to all these strange people and go through all these strange tests and listen to them diagnose you with all this crap. You learn to heal yourself because none of those programs work. Those people don't know God, so they can't help you. They will put a Band-Aid on it. They will give you a pill to pop, and they will send you on your way. And when that pill quits working, because like any drug, your body will alchemize to it, the tolerance will become less and less. Okay, and when we build up resistance to those things, we still have the same underlying problem, and that is we are not connected with our God source. And so there's that friction, there's that angst, there's that And some of you may say, well, I go to church, man, I pray every day. But do you live your life 110% for your path and your mission to take you to your highest path? Or are you compartmentalizing? Are you just sticking God on Sundays? Are you sticking God on Wednesdays or Christmas? I call those people churchians because they like to play church. And we're not here to play church. We're here to be the church. The church is within us. And when we are living for God, we bring the church with us when we go. And this is what your life should look like. People should come into contact with you. And they should reserve themselves because they know of the life that you walk. They're not going to invite you to places because they know that there's ungodly things done there. They're not going to invite you into their circles or their family dinners, but because they have something to be afraid of. And they know that if you came, if you were invited and you saw it and you knew it was wrong, that you would speak up and say something. Because you cannot coexist with evil forces. And when you see evil, the Holy Spirit uses you to exorcise them out. And so if you were to go in front of these people and you were to see their life, you were to see these things, you would either remove yourself or you would speak up and say something, and they don't want to have to be accountable for those things. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Joshua Zach. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And thank you for coming in this morning and joining me. Thank you for coming in. But getting tapped and tuned in and turn on your God frequencies is already separating you, okay, from the rest of the world. And that is how, especially when you first start to begin this, your life will become chaotic Like all that negative energy is being removed, and you're going to have things coming out of the wall from every different direction, okay, to try and keep you from changing yourself. The temptations, the obstacles, the car breaking down, you know, the loss of a job, or different things that are going to happen. They're going to try and set you back, and you're going to say, oh, well, this is just not meant to happen, I guess. Well, no, maybe not right that second, but you give it 5 days, and you just be patient, and you wait, and God is going to bring a solution that cannot be stopped, that cannot be taken away. And then you will be promoted within the spiritual community. I shouldn't say community, I should say spiritual realm. So as the chaos starts to come in our lives, you're like, I'm doing all the work, I'm doing all the praying, I'm doing the alignment, I'm getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, I'm doing all the right things. My life is still chaotic. I'm still broke, I'm still busted, I still don't have what I need. Oh. Kona's sleeping. That is the universe working out all that negative energy. And just keep standing in faith. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your God frequencies. That's called transmuting energy. And once you get that energy transmuted out, all the right people, places, and things will start to usher in your life. I promise you, this is the way it works. And you'll have those haters saying, oh, look at her life, it's falling apart. No, bitch, it's falling together. Just stand back and watch. Before you know it, you have a 6-figure business. And people are asking you for jobs. People are asking you for handouts. People are asking you for favors. That's called transmutation. That makes you an alchemist. But you have to keep showing up through all of those hard times. You have to keep showing up through those shadow moments. And if you refuse to face the shadow moment, guess what? You are on the road to ascension. You are on the road to heaven. You are going on your highest path. You will come around and meet that again. And until we can act right, and until we can process the stuff right, we will keep meeting those same opportunities to pass the test. You can have as many redos as you want. So don't think that you screwed it up today. Oh man, I just screwed that up. This is it. I'm done. No, give it some time, because that same situation is going to come back around, and then you're going to have another opportunity to get it right. You're going to have another opportunity to choose the right thing. You're going to have another opportunity to do the right thing. You're going to have another opportunity to do what you know you should do. And that's transmuting energy. That's what transmuting energy looks like. But to the rest of the world, it looks like you're being cursed. To the rest of the world, it looks like you're losing everything. To the rest of the world, it looks like you're not favored. As they still go around judging, as they still go around gossiping, as they still go around lying, as they still go around drinking, as they still go around using drugs, as they still go around hating, you're being lifted up. You're being promoted. And when we go through a state of war, it doesn't look pretty. And we take our bruises and our cuts and our bullets, and it hurts. Sometimes it dismembers us. It completely changes how we look. And then one day it's just over. One day the war is just over. But you are going to fight your way to the top. You're going to have to fight all the fucking way. And then when you get there, you'll be so fucking glad you did. You'll be so glad you showed up for yourself every single day. And when you look back at the life you had, in that moment, you will be confirmed. And you will feel the most peace you have ever had or felt in your entire life. Because you won. You fought the world and won. And that is what coming to know God does. That is what coming to know God does. And so if you're not getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your God frequencies every single day, you are only delaying your win. Why am I crying? I'm crying because I know what it took to be where I'm at. And I know the fucking pain and the hard work that I had to do to get here. And it's not fucking easy. And I want people to understand that you're going to go through hell before you find your heaven. Okay, you're gonna go through literal hell before you find the heaven, before you find the peace. And so I'm crying because I want people to have the peace. I want people to go through and fight for themselves and love themselves because I didn't. I didn't. And I do. And it took me a long time to get to this place. 2 years ago, I lost 15 grand because I chose someone else over myself. And I allowed them to use me and betray me because I wanted to be loved. And this is after 6 years of applying all this knowledge. I was still in a place, especially after you're alone for so long, you get into a place of almost not the same desperation as you did before you were healed to fulfill yourself, but more just to have a companion there to share your life with. And when you're alone for 6 years, the enemy will put people into our lives that look like people that are going to take us to a higher level, but they're really only there to try and trick you. And that's only to teach you your self-worth. It's to see if you're going to pick yourself over somebody that's going to cause you detriment. And it will allow you to lose $15,000 in that process. And that lesson taught me to choose myself. And so now that is why I don't return calls that don't show up for me. That is why I don't talk to people unless they want to give me proof of life. That is why I have such strict boundaries when I'm trying to engage in a new friendship, relationship, trying to find my soulmate, or even in my jobs or business. If they don't align with who I am, I have no problems just leaving it. That's why I'm crying, because I went through and I did the work that it takes to find the peace. And I can tap into that peace at any moment in time. But you're not going to get it if you don't apply this stuff every single day. If you don't show up for yourself every single day, you're not going to win. You're just going to keep going through the same things that you've been through that keep you right where you are. And so I'm crying because I want somebody else on my timeline to get this. You know, we feel that immense amount of pressure, especially as an empathetic healer or an intuitive, and then it just releases. You know, and I cry a lot. I cry at dog food commercials. I cry at all kinds of things. And it doesn't mean that I'm sad. A lot of times my tears are happy tears. You know, and today my tears are, I guess, the convergence of seeing where I've come from, knowing what I've been through and overcome and healed to be exactly where I am today. And I want so desperately for every single person on the face of this planet to have that. Then it looks like me wanting attention for you to share this fucking video. Then it's not about me, it's about God. And it's about you having your freedom. It doesn't have to do with me. So, all of you motherfuckers out there, stop mistaking stop mistaking me asking for you to share my stuff for approval. I don't need your approval. I have God's approval. I just need you to share this because somebody on your timeline's looking down the barrel of a gun getting ready to swallow a bullet. And by not sharing this video and turning people on to what I have to offer, you're basically pulling the trigger. God has us all unaligned with the people that are supposed to take us to the next level. And sometimes God puts us in alignment with people for other people in our lives that we know. Maybe it's not even for us. Maybe it's for the person sitting next to us. Oh, thank you. Feel good. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope I get the best too. My buddy Jody's on here. Let me tell you something. This man has really shown up for me. And I've been alone for so long. This guy showed up for me. Big time. Thank you, Jody. I'm a big crybaby today. So, you know, and as a woman, as you all know, we all go through different times where we're more emotional, and this is one of those times. So, don't be stifled by my tears. I can be happy, mad, and sad all at the same time. I can multitask my emotions. Thank you guys for coming in here, though. Now you got to see me in all my glory. But I have to get off of here. I have to get ready. I'm going to go to lunch with a client and their family for Thanksgiving. So, super stoked. I will break this video up into different segments because it was about an hour and 45 minutes long. So, a little bit longer live today. I was just really trying to take some time to come in, share what I have, get to know a few of you guys. If you guys have any questions, be sure to send me a DM, ask me, or if you want to join my lives, I will be happy to answer any questions you have. You guys be sure to reset your script, tell a different story, and you'll live a different life. Those are facts. The reason why I came up with that is because it's a fucking fact. Tell a different story, live a different life. Period. It's that simple, and it is an absolute. So if you guys want to learn how, you guys tune into my channel. I will teach you how to alchemize your life. I will teach you how to transmute those negative patterns. And I want all the poor people to show up here. All the poor people out there that can't afford the healing, that can't afford the $1,500 coaching package, that can't afford all this extra stuff that, you know, all these healers want to give you. Sign up on my page. I'll give it to you for free. I will give it to you for free. For those of you who can afford, send me some donations. Help some of these poor people out so that I can leave my matrix jobs to come do this full time. Okay? Right now I work 2 jobs. I was working 3. That manager didn't want to work with my hours, so now I'm just back down to 2. But I work about 55 hours a week. Every single week. I don't get days off. I recently just managed to get 1 day off a week. And today and tomorrow I have off, which is 2 days in a row. So super stoked about that. But I would love to be able to come here every single day. Okay? And spend time with you guys. And spend time with the poor people or whoever needs healing. Okay? So like, share my channel, subscribe, send me a little donation. Alright, you guys can send me little gifts through here. So don't be afraid to do that. I'm a number 13 or 14 level gifter. So when I go on people's pages, I make sure that I have money to go gift other people that I know have value and that are actively working to make the world a better place. Those are the people that deserve to be gifted, not these lame-ass mofos out there that are just out there wasting time. Start giving your money, okay, to people who are actually living life on purpose, for purpose. I don't have social media for my own personal life. I only have social media for the purpose that I have been working at every single day, passionately, wholeheartedly. And that's for you guys, so that you can become the happiest person that you've ever been in your whole life. And if you're going to come to my channel, please understand I am a big crybaby. I cry a lot. I cry at dog food commercials. I cry at all kinds of stuff. I cry just thinking about hitting a squirrel on the road. I'm highly empathetic. I am a Heyoka empath. And so I got a lot of stuff working around here. I get my knowledge and wisdom from the Most High God. And I am in perfect alignment for the things that are coming into my life. I'm super excited to share this stuff with you guys. And Jody, I don't know if you were in here when I was just talking behind your back. I was just talking behind your back, Jody. I told him how wonderful of a man you are, and how much you've helped me so much, and that I don't know what I would do without you in my life. And I'm so appreciative of you, and I'm so thankful, and that you were one of the only people that showed up for me during that hard time that I just went through and came out of. And I literally would have been homeless. I would not have my truck if it weren't for Jody. That guy helped me so much, just with support and showing up, helping me to believe in myself. And I'm very thankful. Very, very thankful. Amelia, I will be more than happy. Let me check your page out, hon. Well, it won't let me open up your whole page. Usually what happens after I go on my lives is when I have time throughout the day, I will go back through and I will reply to all of the comments. I will reply to any of the DMs from the live. If you followed me and you are a real profile, I will follow you back. If you're not a real profile, I'm not going to follow you back. there's enough fakery in this world. We don't need to add to it. So yes, if you're a real profile, Amelia, when I go to check you out, I will absolutely follow you back. Okay? If you guys need any energy healing sessions, you guys hit me in my DM. I will be around later on so I can do some sessions, or if you need help getting tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your God frequency, I can help you find that. If you need meditation therapy, I can teach you how to do that. So thank you guys for coming this morning and joining my live. I love each and every one of you, even my haters. I will bless you too. You guys have a wonderful day. Reset your script. Tell a different story. Live a different life. Thank you so much. God bless. Okay. Thank you, sweet girl. I will be more than happy to go see your page, okay? I have to jump in the shower, so I'm not late. That's the story of my life. I'll be late to my own funeral. Bye, Jody. I love you, brother. You're the best. Text me later if you need to, or if you want to. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, bye, guys. See, I wish I could stay on here forever and just talk with you guys, but I can't. I have to go because I want to go. I'm going to go to Shoney's and eat some really good food. Bye, guys. I love you.